Cynthia Ortiz. It is December 18, 2022. These are the Charles Perry Stalker podcast. Use allegedly. Here's the disclaimer. Use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law just yet. Apply the but-for legal standard. But for Mr. Perry coming to Oklahoma, committing one crime after another against me. We wouldn't document it here. He's got a police investigation going, so most times I find out what he's trying to do beforehand. That gives us premeditation and evidence of malicious aforethought. We only need one. He gives us like 50 per event, per whatever time he's going to do something. It's unbelievable how stupid. And apply the reasonable, prudent individual standard. I assert all constitutional rights, especially but not limited to equal protection against misogyny and gender discrimination in the application of stalking laws, voyeurism laws, hacking laws, harassment laws. I came here to get away from that. I do not want any contact with Mr. Perry. Mr. Warman, I do not want to hear from your client at all. I don't care what he thinks. He seems to think I do. He never shuts up. I fucking don't. I fucking hate his contact. I don't like the invasion of my privacy. First thing this morning, I get up. He starts typing in my phone. I think we found it. It's Nashville. I'm coming. I'm like, oh my God, wow. Did I say that I wanted you to find him? Did I say I want you to come here? I didn't. In fact, I said the opposite. What I said is, get the fuck out of my fucking phone, hacker. Whoever it is you think it is, call them and tell them to stop stopping your crime, and then hold your breath. I don't want for you to be here. I don't like you. I don't like men who beat down women to feel tough and kill cops and exploit women and children and traffic women and cause me to lose everything I love and everyone I love and everything I worked for. You will never get me to like you. I don't like you. I moved twice, sir, to get away from you. I don't care what you think. I did not ask you, did I? Act like you understand the words. I didn't ask you what you think. What did I say? Do not contact me again, ever. I don't want you here. You were never invited here. You have been rejected for 13 years. I said no. No means no. This is getting old. Everybody's fucking sick of you. Everybody's sick of you. Our shrink thinks that you're so deep in delusion and your imaginary life that you can't get your way back out of that. You're no longer able to tell the difference between fact and fiction, what you imagined and what's real. If you have this disease, this Huntington's disease, like we've heard that you do, it'll make you wacky. You'll have delusion problems. You can't tell the difference between what's imagined and what's real. You can't do it. You're not able to. So, also, we've commented on your inability to display that you have cognitive reasoning. If you're mean to people, they won't like you. Cause and effect. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Same thing every day for 7 years. It's different when you do it to me than it is with your other victims, but it's the same every time you do it. We get the information before, not after. It has been that way for a decade. The need to repeat is mind-blowingly irritating. Mind-blowingly irritating. So if you have this disease, then our shrink is correct that you have gone so deep in delusion, you're no longer able to pull yourself out of it. And you're not able anymore to tell the difference between fact and fiction and what you imagine and what's real. I, Cynthia Ortiz, cannot stand Charles Perry. I don't like you. I do not like you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you think. I did not ask you. What did I ask you to do? Show some respect and leave me alone. Show some respect. Our guys asked you to show some respect. I'm actually just passing on what he said. You've called Nashville. You think Nashville police are helping me. Call them and tell them to stop stopping your crime, if that's what you think. people don't like crime. We've been over this. It isn't normal to just want to get up every day and find a way to hurt someone. It hurts me when you invade my privacy. It's disgusting. It's gross. It's creeping me out. I don't like it. It's illegal for a reason. When you do things that people decided are going to be illegal, actually that's a felony, not a misdemeanor. It is a felony for you to watch me in the privacy of anything. It disgusts me. It is vulgar, and it's obscene, and it is rape. You do not have my consent to peep, to hack, to contact me, or contact anybody I know. You were told by the cop, that guy you're trying to reach on the phone, if you can't stop it, I'm not calling you. I can't have a reasonable, prudent, individual conversation with you. I'll be talking to a wacky Jackie. I don't have the time. I fucking don't have the time. She said stop, so stop it. So it causes delusion. You're imagining a relationship that doesn't exist. You're using my body against my will illegally for your pretend love life. I don't want you here. I said stay away from me. That's what I want. He said, give her her money. She's not to be broke again, and you owe her a legal, legitimate debt. I'm not going to take your bio-lie money. That's illegal. I'm not going to lie for you. There's a song that I've played that I have for Lucky and Mike. Lucky Miller, who died for me, and Michael Neely, who's sitting in jail because he was trying to help me, and I'll never forgive you for doing that. I won't. I don't have to. I'll never forgive you for making me sleep in my car. I don't have to. I fucking don't have to. There's a forgiveness that goes on between you and God, and then there's one that goes, if I say I forgive you, you think that's a door open for you to keep doing this crap, and I'm not opening that door. That door's shut. So when I say I don't forgive you, that's what I'm talking about. Legends have made a decision to die so other people can live. I will not go with you. I will not go to Texas. I will not be your bitch. I'm not going to suck your dick. I'm not going to be your sex slave. I'm not going to be pimped out. I'm not going to be trafficked. I'm not going to do anything. But either wait this out till my guys arrest you and you're gone and I finally have my money and I don't have to put up with this crap anymore, or I die of freezing because that's what you want and you're going to get hit with a murder charge because you told everybody you intended to kill me. Every time you talk to a hitman, you told everybody you intended to cause a bodily injury when you said, I'm going to starve her until she lies. Coercion is a felony. Stalking is a felony. Peeping is a felony. Hacking is a felony. All that's felony. Witness tampering is a felony. When you do something that is deviant, it's outside what everybody else would normally do. No one else acts like you. Then that means people don't like it when you do that, and when you do things people don't like, they will not like you. They will not help you. It is against human nature to want to hurt somebody 24/7. And that's all you've done to me for 13 years. Is destroy and ruin one thing after another, after another, after another. That is not how you get a woman to like you or fall in love. That is how you get a whole lot of people hating your guts and talking to the cops. Whichever ones want to put you in jail. Whichever cops are going to make this stop, that's who we're going to talk to, because we're all sick of this. It's hideous. It's heinous. Doesn't matter what anybody does, whatever cop shows up in front of me that is going to make this bitch stop it, that's who I'm going to help. That's who I'll talk to, because I'm sick of watching this. I can't handle watching it. They've told, our guy said, we're getting a lot of pressure to hurry the hell up. You have drugged this on and been an imposition and a burden. So how dare you type in my phone this morning, I'm here, I'm coming, it's Nashville, I figured it out. Fuck off. I don't care. I said don't contact me at all. If you think it's Nashville, call them and tell them, stop stopping my crime. Then hold your breath. They'll get right on that. I fucking hate you. Leave me alone. I fucking can't stand you. I didn't invite you here. I don't want to see you. I don't want you to come. Listen to what I'm saying and understand it. I want for you not to contact me ever again. You know what I miss? My money. Having a home to go to, a bed to sleep in, a shower every day, and food to fucking eat. I hate your guts for taking that from me. How dare you? How dare you? What an awful man you are. That's how we get information, and nobody will talk to you. Nobody will talk to you. You can't get a phone call back, can you? Everybody fucking hates you for this. Everybody's sick of this. Shut up. Get out of my phone. Shut up. Everybody hates you for putting me through hell. Everybody, listen to the words I'm saying, because it's very important you get this. Everybody's sick of this. Everybody's sick of you. Who the hell does this? I don't want you here. Didn't invite you here. I came here to get away from you. I miss my family. I miss my job. I miss my kids. I miss my money. I don't miss you at all. No one has hurt you, princess. Do you hear me? You haven't lost a thing, princess weirdo. Everybody hates you for doing this to me. It isn't normal to get up every day and try to ruin someone's life. And they go, oh, why doesn't she like me? Why won't she like me? Why won't she lie for me? Why doesn't she like me? Everybody wants you to stop it. So stop it. You need to control yourself. You're wacky. Get a special ed teacher. I wasn't wrong when I said my shrink wasn't. I wasn't wrong when I said I'm not seeing cognitive reasoning here. And then our shrink said, actually, I don't think he would pass the cognitive reasoning test I give my first grade patients. Cause and effect. When you do this crime to me, what happens? Do you get a date? Nope. Fuck no. Fuck no. Absolutely no fucking way. Do you get information? Fuck no. No one will help you. No one's calling you back. Do you get a cover-up? Your crime has never been this uncovered. In your lives, all of you. People are sick of this. You want my guy's help? Get out. Get the fuck out. Do what he said. I'm not to be broke anymore. You're not to contact me anymore, creepy Chucky. I don't care what you have. Don't bother me with it. I moved twice. I went to a hell of a lot of trouble to get as far away from you as I could get, to be around my family and never have to hear from you again, whether you're sane or not, or well or sick. I don't give a fuck. Get off me, rapist. Get the hell off me. Do not contact me again. Don't contact me again. I fucking hate it. How many different ways do I have to say that for you to get it? Stupid. Understand the words. Leave me alone. Get away from me. Do not contact me. I don't care what you think. It's not my problem, is it? All I know is I'm sleeping in my car. It's supposed to freeze tonight. Guess what? I'll just die. I don't care. I do care. I'm not suicidal, but I made a decision. I'm not going to lie for you. I'll die first. I'm not going to be with you. I'll die first. And maybe if I die, other people can live. Maybe then, everybody will go, maybe we should have put him in jail already. Maybe we should have just fucking put him in jail already. So he couldn't do that to her. And now all the other victims will be free. Our guys have a system, whatever. I don't agree with it always. I don't agree with everything they do. They didn't ask me what I think. It's not up to me. It's not up to you either. I don't want a fucking thing to do with you. You don't rape a woman and take everything she cares about and go, well, why doesn't she like me? I don't care if you think you found him or not. Call him and tell him to stop stopping your crime. Then hold your breath. You really think after 10 years of this, they're going to just walk away and go, okay, you've talked to these bitches. They've been standing in front of you as undercovers. All of you have. Calvin, you too. That's how there's more than one way they knew you were bald and fat. Somebody said it. Somebody said it, but they confirmed it. They talked to you, dumbass. So, you won't know it. If you're talking to them, you'll never know it. They'll get information out of you. You won't know you gave them. As good as I am, they're a lot better than me. So, do you think they're just going to walk away from that and go, okay, sure, we'll cover it all up? You've ruined one of my best friend's lives. My guy says, she's one of my best friends. Do you think I'm going to help you? You're off your nut. I'll do what I can, but the longer you drag this out, there's less I can do. Less and less every day. Less and less every time you do another fucking fucked up thing to her. You don't want help. You just like sitting around bothering. You don't want any information. You don't want a date. You just like sit around bothering, pissing everybody off. You get some sort of sick thrill from that. Cuckoo weirdo, whatever, you're princess, whatever the fuck. Okay, so here's what we're dealing with. But again, I'm not his wife. I don't want a thing to do with him. I moved twice to get away from this. This is for Jackie to deal with, not me. Get it out of my face. I don't give a fuck what you have. Get it out of my face. Don't bother me with it again. Don't bother me with it again. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not your wife. I don't want to fuck it. I'm not your family. I'm not your friend. I'm nothing. Get it out of my face. Get the fucking disease that you are out of my face. Okay? You know who I'm worried about? Michael Neely, John Neely, Lisa Neely, Amber Miller, and those kids. I don't care what you have. Doesn't matter. You don't get to kill people. You don't get to steal money that doesn't belong to you. You don't get to ruin lives. You don't get to. You got a disease. You deal with that in court. I don't want to hear about it. I don't give a fuck. Get it out of my face. Everybody's sick and tired of this. It is normal if you watch the news and you have any kind of cognitive reasoning at all and grasp on reality. You can see that when there's a tragedy, nobody feels sorry for the mass shooter. Did you see anybody feel sorry for the Vegas shooter? Or for Columbine? Or for Sandy Hook? No. You know who everybody feels for? The victims, the people that are hurt. Everybody fucking hates you. I didn't invite you here. I said stay the fuck away from me. How dare you type that to me on my phone? How fucking dare you? And so this is what, cognitive reasoning is. You can't tell cause and effect. When you contact me, we get more because I don't like it. When you take my money, we get more because I don't like that either. When you cause a problem for me, we get more because I don't fucking like it. No one does. You're causing crime in general, causes feelings of stress and anxiety and trauma. There's a thing called PTSD people get from being victimized. It's a fucking, you have panic attacks and all this crap. Some people can't even function. Crime causes high levels of stress and anxiety and sadness. You lost something that you care about. You're going to grieve over it. You lost a job. You lost a lot of people lose a job and they grieve over it, just like a death in a family. People grieve over divorce. There's a top 10 list of things that people lose and they grieve over it like it's somebody died. Divorce is one. Moving is one. Loss of a job is one. Sometimes changing a job. Sometimes even getting married. Because loss of your single life. All of a sudden your life has changed. Things are different than they were before. And some people actually go through like a grieving process and don't understand what's I should be happy. Why am I sad? I don't want a fucking thing to do with you. Stop contacting me. I don't want to hear it. Our shrink is like, he needs to be in the damn hospital because this, I'm seeing a man who is in deep, deep delusion and can't find his way out. For him to think as much as we've got that he has a choice when she says stop it, he's in deep delusion. For him to think she gives a crap what he thinks, he's in deep delusion. For him to think that she would hint at anything, he's in very, very, very deep delusion. None of that's real and none of it's true. Not 1 ounce is it true. You're doing something that is illegal and very, very offensive. You're causing people to feel anxious and upset and sad and scared and angry. And nobody likes feeling those emotions. It is what crime causes you to feel in general. And you cause it every day after day after day after day after day, and everybody's sick and tired of it. Some people feel guilt because you've asked them to do something they know hurt me. Abandon all your morals, abandon all your principles, abandon all the things that you feel as a family member, and hurt her. And so they're feeling guilt too. And everybody's sick and tired of feeling that way, and everybody wants you fucking gone. Gone. So we can get information. That's the why. If you don't have Huntington's disease and you're not so deep in delusion, you can't tell the difference between fact and fiction, David? Are you? Are you in the same boat? Are you nuttier than a fruitcake just like Charles? Huh? I mean, answer the question. Look at this, David. Do you have any kind of grip on reality, David? When we tell you to fuck off, did you think you have a choice? If you do, then you're as delusional as Mr. Perry. Because if we can get all this stuff, Calvin, Blankenship, Desiree, Sanjay, Lucius, Geppetto, the witch, Sanjay's the hacker, Calvin is bald and fat, Beverly, Monique, Muffin Man, Hansel and Gretel. If I have that, David, do you really think you have a choice? And if so, why? Why do you think that? I mean, no one understands why you would think that. No one understands why you guys get off on being assholes day after day after day, and you think that's cool. But nope, normal person wants to hurt another. Normal reaction is to go help. Watch the news. What did people do on 9/11? What did people do at Columbine? What did people do at Sandy Hook? What did people do at St. Francis and Tulsa? What did people do in Vegas? They stepped up to help the victims. They didn't like the guy who caused all the pain. David, Calvin, we can get information and you can't because of that right there. Because of that right there. They won't call you back until you act like you understood them. He said, in July 2022, I said, she's not to be broke again. Get your hands out of her wallet. She's not to be broke again. Do not contact her again. Get out of her shit. She has a right to privacy. Get out of her shit. Get out of it. Even after we find out that you guys want to try to push me, take her car and get her to a shelter. And when she's at the shelter, it'd be a lot easier to steal her computer and her driver's license. And once we do that, she can't do school anymore and she won't get any school money. And then we can get her driver's license and now we can traffic her. She won't have a goddamn thing left. Didn't she say that? And am I not quoting you? Okay, even after we caught you, you still tried to do it. You still tried to do it. And you can't figure out why the shrink thinks you're nuttier than a fruitcake? That's why she thinks that. That's why she thinks that. And that's why that cop was told, pull her over. He wants her to apologize and sign a letter of apology that he wrote and an affidavit. Right, but she's already talked about this. She knows, right? Yes, she does. And she said no. And she said no. Okay, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Why? You may not have a choice. I absolutely have a choice. This guy's mentally ill. I'm not going to sign my name off. I'm a police officer. I'm a police officer. I have a reputation and I have a badge. And I said no. Because I'm not signing my name to a nutbag's bad decision. Bye-bye. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. You know, a lot of them feel that way, Charles. People do not like what you've done. They hate you for what you've done. To me and Mike Neely. Mike Neely, by the way, is also a police officer. If you're a cop and you're helping him, God help you. That's all I'm saying. God help you. You're watching me do what I do. You're watching me suffer. You're watching me survive it. You're watching me get information like a motherfucker. And you can still do this? Maybe you're mentally ill too. I think the shrink said that. There's guys working for him that think they're not mentally ill. I promise you. When this is over and I sit them down, I'll tell you exactly what disease they have because they got something wrong with them if they would hurt you. And just not think twice about it. That isn't normal. Normal is when someone else hurts, you want to make the hurt stop. Your first inclination is to make the hurt stop. Charles Perry sits on his fat, lazy butt and plans one crime after another, after another, after another injury, after more harm, causing more stress. And our shrink said, then he goes, why doesn't she like me? Why would you? You're shitting us with that, right? I believe he's so deep in delusion, he has no way, he doesn't know how to get back. He can no longer tell the difference between what he's imagined and what's real. Okay, well, if you have a disease, David, you have the disease too, like Huntington's. It causes inability to reason, cognitive. You don't have it. No ability to reason. It's gone. All that part of your brain has been eaten up by a disease. It's not there. You're not all there, literally. And you can't get cause and effect. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. That's nothing else has happened but that. For a decade, David, you got it too. Calvin, Lucius, you got it too. I knew what you were doing in the shelter. Did you really think you were going to push me and push me and push me? And I go, oh, okay. Yeah, why? Why would you think that? I said, don't contact me at all, Charles Perry. Do not contact me at all. Do not fucking contact me at all. Don't contact me at all. Don't. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Stop it. You need to control yourself. Don't contact me at all. Don't contact me at all. Please go away. So, I mean, I don't know how many times and how many different ways, guys, that we can say the same thing. People were making fun of you that overheard your meeting. We've all decided we're going to make her leave Oklahoma. And they laughed at you. She's got all this. Those guys said leave her alone. She's not to be broke anymore. And you think you have a choice? You guys are off your nut. The guy said it was like sitting and listening to a discussion in an insane asylum or a fucking nursing home. No, you're shitting us with that, right? You really think that? When we got all this, David, when I got your name, Calvin, and found out you're bald and fat, was it up to you? When I got the McNamara email and found out Mike Mealy was drugged and Gene Mitchell was going to change his legal argument before anybody else said any of that, was it up to you, David, Calvin, Lucius, Charles? No, it wasn't. It fucking was not. Nobody asked your permission. They don't need your permission. You're the criminal. You're the offender. You're pissing people off. We don't have any problems getting information. You have not one of our guys' names. Nothing. Not even one. In 10 years. Not one. You've not quoted any of their conversations. Not even one. We quote you guys every fucking day. Yeah, I'm not going to a shelter. We heard your conversation. And you still thought you could do it? And you think people don't think... Why would people know that and not think you're nutting or fruitcake? And just... wires are missing. You're not putting it together how bad this is for you. You're not. You can tell you have no fucking idea. You don't have a choice. And our shrink thinks you're all, if they think they have a choice, when they've been told to fucking stop it and you're not to be broke again, they got to get out of your wallet. They think they have a choice. Then that's all I need to go in and say these men are suffering from some severe delusion. Mr. Perry has it because he's got Huntington's disease. I need to examine the other guys to find out why they have it. And they're in so deep, they're not going to get out. They're not going to get out. And she's having to repeat herself an awful lot. Way more than is normal. All of this has been the case for 7 years, David, Calvin, Lucius. You're seeing things you've not seen before. Your guy said, when Charles pesters Cynthia and takes her money, things do not go well for us, and we're seeing things happen we've not seen before. And then, at what point does that click for you? It's not clicking now. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't like you, Charles. You're a turnoff. You're hideous. I don't want you here. Didn't invite you here. I've said that over and over and over and over. Fuck off. Fuck the hell off. You're not wanted, you're not loved, you're told on. I don't want for you to be here. I'm not going to Texas. I'll die first. I'll die. I'm not kidding you. I will fucking freeze to death first. You're not going to get me to go with you. I'm not going to be your sex slave. I'm not going to do it. I'll die first. To me, death is better than you. Death is better than you. You know how bad you are. If you actually thinks that you would go around telling everybody, I'm going to starve her until she lies, I'm going to make her eat out of a dumpster, and you think that if you meet my life that bad, that ugly, that bad, that nasty, only then will you be an attractive choice. Even you know you're that repulsive. Even you know you're that repulsive. Here's the thing that everybody who actually got a date with me, here's what they did. I'd like to take you to dinner. And then they went about trying to make me happy, trying to make me have a good life, making sure I did not miss a meal. Okay? I'm going to starve her into a lie. We'll use the carrot and the stick approach. Not how you win friends and influence people. That's how you make people hate your guts and start talking about it. Rant. People get angry. And then when they get angry, they rant, David. So sometimes, we're sure you're not far behind Charles on the mental slow and the stupid and the delusional. You're not far at all. Because normal people don't act like y'all. And you got a whole group of you. I said don't contact me, Perry. I said do not contact me. Name one of my guys. Don't contact me. Name one. Calvin, Lucius, Geppetto, Blankenship, Desiree, Sanjay, Beverly, Monique, Muffin Man, James, Reuben, Dickie, Richard. Name one. Now get in my face again with your crazy and your disease and your sick. Do it again. Look what he just did. Alright, he just asked for it. Next time I quote y'all, he just asked for it. It's not what I said at all. You won't get a phone call. You'll never get a call back. They were going to help you. And the longer you drag this out, the less they can do for you. You're not getting a call back now.